Hey guys, Zach here. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the PS5. As you know, it got revealed yesterday, and if you don't know, it got revealed yesterday, well then now you know. So yeah, the PS5 got revealed yesterday. I'm going to talk about it and my opinions on the games and the console coming, or what the console looks like. So let's get into it. So the first game we have, I'm going to go with the indie titles first, and then the games that are big. So, first game I have on my list here is Bug Snacks. It's by the people who made Octodad. So it looks fun. I might play with my girlfriend. It really looks interesting and fun. It looks really wacky and goofy, so might as well. Oddworld Soulstorm is a sequel to um, Oddworld, and it looks alright. I mean, it's not my type of game, but I understand why people like it. Looks really good though, so I might get it, I don't know. So this next game that had been announced is Solar Ash. It kind of looks like it's really colorful and vibrant and very bright and artistic. So it looks like a platformer and looks really interesting, and I'm very excited to see how that goes. Uh, Next game up is the game Stray. Kind of the initial vibe from the trailer was that it was all humans are gone, it's just robots, and it followed this cute little cat, and at the end it showed the cat, and since it's all being captured on the PS5, it looks really fucking good. So, depending on the game, I might get it. Next game we have is a small development team, or small, like a newer studio, making a game called Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Now, it looks like another platformer. A lot of platformers and a lot of indie games coming out this year, I guess. It looked interesting. There was like these little black little blobs or I don't know what the fuck they were, but they're really cute and a lot of cartoonish games coming out this year. Goodbye Volcano High. Now, I'm not into the shit, but if anyone is, then there's a game called Goodbye Volcano High, where it's essentially just dinosaurs out of high school, I guess. But it looks really weird, and I'm not gonna get it personally. Next game is Little Devil Inside. Now this game I'm actually kind of excited for because it actually looks really good. It kind of looks like Monster Hunter, but more cartoonish. The scene that really got me the most was the part where he gets into this old school scuba gear, and then he goes down, and there's a kraken and shit. So it looks really fun and interesting. I'm excited to actually try to get my hands on it. Next game up is Astro's Playroom. Not really interested in that. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's a platformer, but it's not the type of platformer I like. I really personally don't like the PlayStation games that come with it. The console, kind of like how it comes with the Playroom on PS4. Not my cup of tea. Pragmata is a game that kind of reminded me of Dead Space, but was very. It didn't give much, but it was very weird, and it was nice and interesting to see. It kind of reminded me of the beginning of Death Stranding's trailers, where no one knew what the fuck was going on. But I have hope for this game because Death Stranding was just a fucking mess. What else? Jet Far From Shore, or Jet the Far Shore, my bad. Didn't see much to it. I don't know what it is. I'm excited to see it though. I'm not gonna get it, but I want to see how it plays, and then if it plays good, I might get it. Another game is what the fuck was it? It wasn't Bloodshot. Was it Bloodshot? Was it? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what it was. But I'm gonna go look this up real quick. Okay, so the game is called Deathloop, and essentially what it is, it's a game where you play as this guy, and you keep. Essentially, I got the gist from the trailer. You play as this dude. You gotta kill people, and if you die, you restart. Like it's kind of like Edge of Tomorrow. There's another game that's kind of like that up next. It looks really interesting though. It's by Arcane, but it's also by Bethesda, which I'm kind of scared about. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, whatever. It looks really good though. So next game is Returnal. I don't have that on my list, but I do remember that it was in the trailer, and I haven't covered it yet. Returnal looks like a really weird game. It's kind of like Edge of Tomorrow in a way, but so apparently you keep crashing at this planet. You keep trying to figure out what happens, but you keep dying, and you restart over, and you have to keep trying to find the way to break the loop. So essentially, that's what it is. You have to find a way to break the loop, but with Deathloop, you're not breaking the loop. You already know what happens. You just have to. It's kind of like Super Hot in a way, but looks more fun. Um, Now I think that's all the small titles. Oh no, not small, but here's one that's somewhat big, not for me, but for my friend. Um, Demon Souls is getting a remake. So that's nice for people who like Demon Souls and Souls types games. I'm not a big fan. I will play them occasionally. I play Bloodborne with my friend occasionally. I used to be really big into some of the games, but not anymore. It's been a very long time. I've kind of just lost track of it. So it's not my cup of tea anymore. But Demon Souls is getting a remake, which is pretty nice. So now to the big games. First big game they announced was Spider-Man Miles Morales. But now what people are saying that it's going to be an expansion to Spider-Man, or the first Spider-Man game. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's a new 60-hour game that I can play and get 100% on. I don't want to go out of my way to buy the Spider-Man again, because my disc broke the first time, and it's just a whole clusterfuck with me. I'm an idiot sometimes, but I hope it is a new game. I really don't want it to be an expansion where I'm doing the same thing as I did in the first game. I really, really hope it is a new 60-hour fucking game that I can play. Or not 60-hour, but a good, really story-driven game. I really hope they put that in. I really hope I'm not just fighting one villain, because I only saw one villain, I think, in the game. I couldn't tell who it was. I don't think it was the Prowler at all. But it looked really good. Graphic-wise, it looked beautiful. So yeah. Another game is Gran Turismo 7. Not really a big racing fan. I love Mario Kart. I'll play that any day of the week if I had to. But I'm just not a big, racing driving sim fan. That's just not my cup of tea. What was there? What was there? Okay. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart got announced. Now, this game is really apparently it's really gonna test the SSD of the PS5 because it's interdimensional, so you're gonna be jumping through, dimensional rifts, and you're gonna be falling through, and then it's gonna load a new map, and then or a new area or something, and it's gonna be really weird, and it's gonna be interesting to see on how they can pull that off. I'm not a big fan of the Ratchet and Clank series. I always had a small little spark for it. I understand why people liked it, and I've always liked keeping up with it. And I like watching gameplay of it on YouTube and shit. But I'm very excited to see on how the SSD will handle up with the amount of shit that's going to happen in the game. So, what we saw from the trailer really did show a lot, though. And there was gameplay for it, too, which was nice. We didn't get much gameplay this reveal, but it didn't matter. I was excited to see most of the games. I think the last game I have to talk about is Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 8 got revealed in a really good way. For me, other people caught it right there and then. They were like, oh, Resident Evil 8, that's obvious. Oh no, I'm missing a game, hold on. Yeah, I'll talk about that after, but Resident Evil 8, it came up the village at the end. It was really confusing on what the fuck was going on in the trailer. But it came up Resident Evil 8 after the screen flashed. And, yeah, people got it immediately once the village popped up, and I was like, oh, village, looks interesting. Oh, nope, Resident Evil 8 when the screen flashes, and it turns into Roman numeral 8. And it was just interesting. It was really fun to watch. Next game is Ghostwire Tokyo. Game looks like an action horror, not an action or a survival horror. It is made by Shinji Mikami, the guy who originally helped create Resident Evil. So, yeah. I have high hopes for it, and I think it might be very spooky. I think that's what she said, right? I don't even know. That girl was funny. I think that was the best part of E3 last year. So after all the games got revealed... Oh, no, my bad. There's one more game. Horizon Frontier or something. I forget what it's called. Wild Frontier, maybe? I don't know, but it's the Horizon Zero Dawn 2, essentially, and it looks really good. Looks beautiful and stunning, and I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm not a really big. I didn't play the first game. I heard good things, so I'm gonna try to get my hands on it so I can try to play the second game. But yeah, and Hitman 3 also got revealed. Very last Hitman game, for the trilogy at least. Looks great. Very excited to see how that goes. I'm not really a big fan of Hitman, but I do play them. I did play them when they were free for PS Plus, and I really do enjoy them. And they were really fun, and I loved how many options I can have for doing the missions and stuff. So it was really interesting and fun. Next up would be, I'm just trying to remember any games top of my head real quick. No news on PS4 games. Nothing about the new Avengers game. I don't know if that's coming out next year or for the PS5. But we'll see. Oh, and Spider-Man is going to be a holiday release, and that's most likely when the PS5 is coming out. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm going to be getting a PS5. But next, now we talk about the console. Now, my opinion on the console. What do I think? What was my initial reaction when I first saw it? When I first saw when it was all black and the blue lights, and it didn't show it yet. I was like, oh, there's got to be the console. There's got to be the console. It's the console, isn't it? Then they showed it, and I was like, I flipped the fuck. How the turns have tabled on fucking. The PS5 looks like the most revolutionary console I have ever seen in my entire existence on this planet. The PS5 looks fucking fantastic. I love what they did with it. I really hope I can put it on its side. People are making fun of the style of it, but if you look at the Xbox, the new Xbox that's coming out, it looks like a Bluetooth speaker. So I really don't, think people who are saying that the saying that the PS4 looks worse than the Xbox. It's stupid. The new Xbox One looks like a speaker, but that's just that. So they revealed some accessories. They revealed some of the buzzwords like Ultra HD Blu-ray, fucking 3D sound is one of them. What was another one? Ray tracing and a bunch of other shit. But the PS5, it has. I can't really show a picture because it's SHAREfactory, whatever. But enjoy the gameplay in the background. That actually, this game's really fun that I'm playing. Best VR game in my opinion. On PS4. Anyway, so the PS5, it is all white with like a jet black box in the middle for all the motherboard, chips, fans, storage devices, SSD, and shit like that. And it has blue accent lights, and it looks fucking fantastic. I love the sleek, futuristic design. And there's two versions of the PS4. One with a disc drive, and one without a disc drive. I'm getting them with the disc drive because, one, I like physical copies more. I don't like fucking digital copies because they're easier to corrupt. They take longer to download, and it's just quicker with a disc because then I can have have something to show. Oh yeah, what game do I want to play now? Oh yeah, I get to pick from this. Kind of like going to a library, but better. The controller looks fantastic. I love it. It has a built-in microphone. I won't be using it unless my headset's broken. I really do hope it's good. I want to test the quality with my friends, but I know my friends won't be immediately getting it. I won't be immediately getting it either. I'll probably wait a few weeks. Maybe I'll probably get it for Christmas. I don't know. But I'm very excited to see how this console actually holds up. But again, let's get back onto the accessories. They showed the headset. The headset looks fantastic. I love the beautiful headset. Looks great. The new camera looks fantastic too. It looks like it can actually be a fucking camera and not the thing that I have that's a complete fucking pain in the ass. I really do hope it's a I hope it's a longer wire so then I can put it up more. Because my setup, it really does require me moving my PlayStation in places I really don't want it. So I hope they make the wire longer, so that I can, do my VR stuff. Because if they're releasing the camera, I hope the VR is compatible with the PS4, so I don't have to go out and buy another one. Because I won't be buying another one. That's just too expensive. I will be keeping my PS4 so I can play PS4 games and shit like that. I know I can play the PS4 games and the PS5, but we'll get into that stuff in a second. So the PS5, in my opinion, looks great. They showed the controllers, the console itself. It looks sleek. Um, the reveal was fantastic. The music was great. I loved all the transitions. I loved the hype up, build up to it. I love all the games that came out. They all look fantastic. Another game I forgot was God Eater. It's essentially the people who made Bulletstorm and Borderlands. It was another game I forgot. My bad. So anyway, um, what I wish from this reveal they would have done is one, showed the price, because I am a $700 console is not what people. No one. There's still people that don't have a PS4, either because of money or they don't want it. But if I were them, I would have done the same thing. It's more of the PS4 was. I think it's now. I can go down or I can go down to Walmart or GameStop and get one. Well, when GameStop's open, I can go down to whenever one and get one for $250. Maybe it refurbished for GameStop. But other than that, I wish they revealed the price. What else? Uh, Showing the price. What was I going to say? I wish they had shown the UI. They showed a glimpse of it, but it wasn't a full, like, oh yeah, here's the entire UI. I would love to see the UI. So yeah, I wish they had shown the price. In my opinion, I think the price range should be between 400 and 500. I think people will shell out $400, $500 just for a console. So yeah, the games looked great. I think that's the way they do the reveal, and I think Sony has won this one again. Because Xbox just doesn't know how to, in my opinion, do games right. I don't think they. I think they with the Xbox One, the original Xbox One, not the fucking S or whatever. I think they were marketing as a media platform, and they weren't. Gaming was a backseat, and it was just a whole fucking clusterfuck. And I don't think I think Sony's won this one this year. They really won the battle. And I know people are like, oh, the console wars are so stupid. Well, without the console wars, we wouldn't have, one, funny memes, and two, we wouldn't have great games, because there's more exclusives on PS4 than there are on Xbox. Xbox does have some decent titles, I guess, but they're very far from whatever Sony has, or what Sony has, because I can name a bunch of games that PS4 has, and I can name maybe 3 from Xbox. I am siding with PS4 on this one because, again, I am a PS4 user. But yeah, so the reveal was perfect. I think it was how to do a gaming reveal in 2020. Because it would have been E3 season today, or this week. But other than that, the reveal was perfect. I think the music was great. I think the transitions are fucking amazing. I think the console looks like a fucking beast to be reckoned with. And I really do hope this console can, as a consumer, provide me graphical story. I hope they can provide. I hope the games and the console can provide me satisfaction with what I got with the PS4. Because with the PS4, I have problems with my PS4, but that's probably because mine is refurbished. But I'm hoping to actually see how this goes down the road and I'm hoping that Sony can actually pull through with all the promises and shit. And I hope, graphically, the console looks fucking fantastic. So, yeah, that's my opinion. Sorry for the long video. I'm really just excited for the PS5. Um, and I know for a fact someone's gonna be like down in the comments, oh well, PC's better. You guys, you have to realize PC's better. Not really. I mean, people who say PC's better is, I guess they can understand it to an extent, but it's more of, yeah, you guys have more games and you guys have more graphical stuff, but to the extent of when it comes to, can I be new to video games, buy a PS4 or an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch, and automatically pick up the controls? Because you can do that, but with PC you have to learn. There's a lot of shit you have to learn, and it's very confusing. And it's very confusing with a PC. So that's why I think console is better than PC. And in my general opinion, we can argue about it all fucking day, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick with my opinion. But I really, again, final thoughts. Console looks great. Games look fantastic. I love how it looks. I really fucking do. I think it is the best looking console ever made. Uh, or not ever made, but it's a contender. Um, but yeah, that's the end of the video. Again, sorry for the long video. Um, uh, leave a comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.